Hi everybody, it's been a while since I last did a video. It's probably been about a good 3 weeks. As you know, when my nan come out of hospital, it was well before Christmas in 2025, the last time I did an update. My nan's got lymphedema, swelling in the legs, and also for the last week I've been taking pictures, obviously my nan's leg, because there's a lot of fluid. Now at the beginning it was fine. It was looked like just like normal water. There was a little bit of fluid coming out of the legs. So that was fine. But over the last week, it's like yellow. It's like yellow, and they said, "Oh, that's part of the fluid edema coming out the leg." I thought, okay then. So I've been taking pictures and documenting it over the last week. It's so infected. Obviously you can't see the pictures, but they are so infected. It's like a green, and it's like yellow, and it looks like it's oozing. And Nan's been scratching it, which can cause more infections. And I've mentioned it to the virtual ward, and they're not listening to me. They're not telling me everything, which they should be, especially when you're LPA. They should be telling you, as they're aware of this. I've been speaking to up to date. I spoke to the district nurses, came in, and I was like, I'm not happy with this. That's clearly infected. The last lady to come out said yesterday would have been the 10th, and she said, "Oh yes, that's infected. Oh, we've done a referral." Okay, why wasn't I told a referral's been done then, if that's the case? Because the last time I was told a couple of days ago, it wasn't infected at all when it is infected. So there's lack of communication. They're not telling me some things. They're telling me some things, but they're not telling me everything, and they should be. So the district nurses was ready to get on the phone to the virtual ward. District nurses are linked and work in the same sort of department. They all work closely together. So the carer turned up, and I went into the bedroom. I was talking to her as she's concerned as well. Even some of the carers, as well as me, they can see that looks infected. The care company are amazing. I ain't got nothing against the care company. But I was sort of venting to the carer about the virtual ward, and the district nurses were in the room. I says, "Look, it's infected," and they're not doing anything about it. I'm so sick to death of this now. If it gets infected and it gets that bad, it can turn to sepsis sometimes, and that's fatal. As people know, sepsis is serious shit. So I raised it. I said, that needs to, if that's, why do you need a referral to bandage your leg up? Just bandage it. And I asked yesterday evening, does she need antibiotics? Oh no, she doesn't. I said, but you could bandage it at least and do something. But anyway, they checked the temperature and did all her observations, and they had the district nurses. Oxygen levels were low, but it was sort of fluctuating a little bit. They did various different tests. I can't remember everything because it's all on my phone. I've put notes to refer back to. And the ambulance come out. They checked her over. They said Nan's observations are fine. They were more concerned about the leg. And I explained to them, I've had to play in my face to get them to put a bandage on. And they said it wasn't infected. No, it is infected, but they haven't bandaged it or anything, done nothing, bugger all. And so they went. I called the rapid intervention team. They'd actually spoke to the rapid intervention team, the ambulance crew. They actually then said, "Let me put you on hold a minute. We'll speak to the virtual ward." And apparently they're having a MDT meeting tomorrow. MDT is short for multidisciplinary team meeting, where all professionals meet together, and said we're going to have that discussion tomorrow. That's Monday. And I says, and your nan might have to go into hospital and go on an IV drip, because the tablets that she's on, clearly the water's not coming off as it should. My nan has kidney problems, so they don't want to put her kidneys at risk. And I said to the ambulance crew when she come off the phone, I said, that's news to me. They didn't even tell me that. If I hadn't rang and you hadn't spoke to them, I'd have been none the wiser. I wouldn't have even known. But yeah, so that's just, I've made little notes, but yeah, I've managed to remember all that to heart. Yeah, but I thought I'd let you all know. I don't know what's going to happen now, but yeah, we all know it's not just the NHS. We know it's not just GPs or hospitals. We all know this is a major, major issue. Lack of communication. You know, it happens in the NHS, in hospitals, it happens in GPs, it happens in everything. People don't communicate properly with each other, and they don't tell family members and communicate properly with them and let them know what's going on regard to the family member, especially when you're LPA. They should be informing you. If you're next to kin, they should be informing you, but they don't. But yeah, she's okay at the moment, but yeah, that's all I can say at the moment, at this moment in time, sorry, but I'll keep you all posted.